Howdy, this is Texas Pond Bassmaster. Hope you're having a great day. We're about to go out and do a little bit of fishing in a pond. Hadn't fished in about 3 weeks. So we're gonna go out and do a little bit of fishing in a pond. In today's video, I do talk about how to work a chatterbait, and I also talk about how to work a Googan lunker log or your Cinco bait. So let's go take a look at the video.
First cast scared a bunch of fish right here.
First cast?
First cast scared a bunch of fish.
I got my son-in-law with me today. Say hi, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going?
What are you throwing?
I'm throwing a jerkbait guy here.
Jerkbait. Nice. So we hadn't fished in about 2 weeks, so we're going to see if we can't pick something up here today. I fished this pond one time. I did pick up a bass on a micro chatterbait. I do got my Shimano reel on my favorite Army rod. I do got the micro chatterbait that I caught a bass on here once before. So grab your rod. Let's go fish and see how we do. Yeah, like I said, it's been about 2, maybe 3 weeks since I fished. Been really busy at work. I've really missed fishing. I'm hoping to get something today and get back on track. It has been cold here. We haven't really had any freezing weather. But the fish are starting to slow down a little bit. Fall transition. They're still chasing baits, somewhat. So these micro chatterbaits, they are not weedless. It is an open hook. So you can't drag it across the bottom unless you got a lot of sandy bottom or rock bottom. Most of these ponds here, the area that I fish, have a lot of moss and grass on the bottom, so they'll get hung up in that. So you got to keep this bait moving. You can speed it up and slow it down. Of course, as you slow down, it's going to drop. It's going to start sinking because it's weighted. You can pump it up and down. Somebody is barbecuing. I can smell it. Sure smells good. One more cast and we'll switch over to the other rod. So my other rod, I've got another Shimano SLX XT reel. It's a low profile reel bait caster on a favorite Army rod. And then we got a swim bait on here. This is the Strike King Rage Tail. So it's sort of like a Cinco worm, but it's got a tail on it to act as a swim bait. So let's try it and see how we do with this one. Now this one is Texas rigged. Oh, there's a bump. On this one it's Texas rigged with the 3/0 hook. So you can swim it low, medium, up in the middle of the water column, or you can crank it faster and get it up higher. You can also drag it across the bottom. I did have a bump on it first cast. Let's get it back over there. Try down the side here. Casting into the wind, so I got some backlash here. Oh, Ryan just caught a fish. Small bass. All right, I got the backlash out. So when you're casting into the wind, you got to tighten down your braking system, because what happens is the resistance as it's going against the wind slowing your bait down, but your reel spool is still spinning fast. So I'm going to set my internal braking system at 4, and then my spool braking system, tightened it up a little bit. See how we do here. That way I can cast into the wind and not backlash. You don't get quite as much distance because you're braking. So I can back it off a little bit. My spool braking system or my internal braking system, I can back one of those off a little bit to get a little bit more distance. Well, so far I've had the one little hit. My son-in-law over there across the bank, Ryan, he caught one. So these micro chatterbaits, I can feel it vibrating through my rod. So in my previous cast, it wasn't vibrating, so I knew something was wrong. I had moths or grass up around that blade. If you don't feel it vibrating, then something's wrong. Doesn't mean you can't catch a fish, but you want that vibration. You want that chatter. There's a fish. Oh, came off. Man. There's a fish. Yeah, got a fish. Stay on there. Looks like a nice one. Stay on there. Yeah. Yeah! A nice bass. That micro chatterbait. Been a while since I caught a fish. Nice fish. Well, that was a nice little bass, about 1 pound. It felt good to catch a bass. Like I said, it's been about 3 weeks since I caught a bass. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been fishing. That felt great. I absolutely love bass fishing. Even if that's the only one I land today, I am very happy. That micro chatterbait, the fire crawl.
Top down on that Ned rig.
Ned rig?
Yeah. Just that floating plastic on it. Satoshi bug.
Oh. There's a little Ned rig. Yeah, I had one hit. And then I had a fish, but he didn't commit on the chatterbait, let go, and then a couple casts later I hit that other one.
I've had a bunch of hits on the Ned rig. I got a weighted lunker rod on here. I think I might take that weight off.
Yeah. Cool. You want to keep fishing here, or you want to go hit golf course?
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Okay. Tell me.
What do you want to do, Ryan?
I don't
You're on video. Make a choice. You want to fish here or go to golf course?
You're the bass master.
We'll fish here. Rigging up on a 3/0 EWG hook, a 6-inch green pumpkin lunker log on a Texas rig. So you go through the head, come down to the base, pull it through, slide it all the way up, pull it up on that little ridge, see where your hook's going to go in, push it straight through, curl it, and then right here on the top, skin hook it just a little bit to protect the hook from the weeds. So I'm going to chunk out here by this fountain, let this go to the bottom. And work it slow across the bottom. And drag it. If you pop your rod, you'll pull that bait up off the bottom, just kind of make it hop. That makes it hop. Let it set. Drag it a little bit. Make it hop. Let it set. So I'm going to go back to 3.5 on my internal braking. And I'm going to see where I'm at. So to check your braking system on your spool, I'm going to release it and see what my bait does. See, it's not moving, so my brakes are locked all the way down. So I'm going to turn my little braking knob back real slow until it drops. And there you go. So I've loosened the brakes up because I'm not casting into the wind. And I was able to reach the fountain on that cast. Earlier I wasn't able to reach the fountain. So I'm reeling up the slack. I'm lifting the pole to drag the bait across the bottom. And I'm reeling up the slack. Switched over to this 6 Sense Divine Swimmer, baby bluegill color, 3/0 hook, Texas rig. Fast cast. Got a fish. Stay on there. Stay on there. Caught it right in front of my son-in-law over there. Oh my Lord. That's a nice bass. I threw this micro chatterbait over there in front of my son-in-law. Picked it up. That's a nice bass. It's like micro chatterbait. Good 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Scale is zeroed. 2 pounds, 2 ounces. A nice bass. 2 pounds, 2 ounces, micro chatterbait. How'd you do? Caught 2?
Yeah.
Both on the Ned rig?
Yeah, both on that rig.
All right, good day. I caught 2, both on the micro chatterbait.
Good.
Yeah, I saw you messing with your rod and I threw right over here right in front of you, drug it down the side, and boom, there she was. 2 pounds, 2 ounces.
Well, I hope you liked today's video. It was a good day of fishing. I ended up throwing a 6-inch Guggen lunker log, so this is similar to what they call a Cinco worm. Didn't get any hits on it. I did end up throwing a Strike King Rage Tail, so it's just like a Cinco worm, except it's got this paddle tail on it, so you get that swimming action. I did get 1 hit on this, but did not land any fish. I also threw the 6 cents Divine Swimmer. It's a paddle tail Divine Swimmer. This is the baby bluegill color. I've caught a lot of fish on this, but didn't get any hits on that today. And I also threw one of my favorite chatterbaits. It's the Z-Man micro chatterbait. It's the fire crawl color. And I got a Strike King Baby Menace rigged up on it as a trailer. So I caught the 2 bass on that. So it was a good day of fishing. Ryan ended up catching 2 fish on the Ned rig, and I ended up catching 2 fish on that Z-Man micro chatterbait. That last one I caught, we were getting ready to leave, and Ryan was kneeling down over there messing with his rod. And I had said in the video that it was gonna be my last cast, but when I got to that corner, I just had a feeling. I said, let me throw out here 1 time. So I chunked out there 1 time near where Ryan was at, a couple of cranks along the edge of that weed line, and boom, there she was. 2 pounds, 2 ounces. That was a nice bass. It was great to catch fish again today. It's great to be able to post a video again. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, I ask you to please subscribe. I truly, truly appreciate you watching, and I truly, truly appreciate your support. This is the Texas Pond Bass Master. Get out there and go fishing. Tight lines, everybody, and we will catch you later.